COVID time has taught me anything at all, is that if you are not financially secure, you're in trouble. You're in trouble. If gas doubles, food doubles, baby formula becomes extremely hard to buy, and if it's not like top of the line $90 organic can, you might not feed baby. We need to make money. Let's take money a little more seriously. Comfortable is not good enough. We need to get to a place. Hello, ageless beauties. How are you today? Welcome back to my channel. This is Nikki with Unlet Yourself Go. And today we're going to talk about busting out a whole year in only 12 weeks. I just finished reading the 12-week year, and that is going to be my guide to getting things in order. We already spoke, you know, that I lost a year waiting. I don't know what I was waiting for. Maybe to find this book, I don't know. But I let a year go by, just kind of waiting for things to kind of reset and go my way because, you know, I just thought they would. They kind of usually do. And I hit this pocket of calamity, which happens in life. But for some reason, even though I know it's not true, I sat around kind of waiting for that calamity to fix itself. And as we know, that does not happen. So now I am ready to get everything back on track. Unlet myself go. Don't roll up the wagon this time, or if I do, you know, get back on immediately. Don't wait for any miracles. And I was also thinking, you know what though, I lost a year. How do I get that year back? You know, because time is the most precious element on the planet. You can't get it back. But what if I could? What if I can take that year and regain that year in 12 weeks? That is what we're gonna do. So the book I'm referring to, and you probably heard of it before, is The 12-Week Year by Brian P. Moran and Michael Lennington. I've been reading this book. It's only a 5-hour book reading, audible actually. So I have been listening, or I did listen to this book, but you know, I listen to books more than one time. So I'm on my second go around, and it's only a 5-hour book by Audible, and it is going to help change my life, and I hope it'll help change yours as well. I actually put a link down in the description so that you can sign up to Audible for a free, you know, kind of trial or whatever they have, and then get this book because they allow you 2 books. You get 2 free books with your Audible sign up. This is the book to get, trust me. I will also put the PDF that came with the book inside of the Facebook group, so you can run over there and grab that too. But the essence of the 12-week year is that you get more done in 12 weeks than in 12 months. And I love that concept. I want my year back. I want my year back. I have to fast forward things. I have to take things seriously. And I'm very good at getting things done when I want them done, but because of passion, not by discipline. Not a disciplined person per se. When I want to do something, nothing can stop me. When it's not that interesting to me, or it's not something I'm dying to do, or nothing I have practiced before and it's not a hot passion for me, I kind of take my time and I'll get it done, but kind of piecemeal and slowly, and we're not doing that because I do not want to do that. I need a year and 12 weeks. That's what I'm gonna get, and I love the motivation of this book. First of all, it speaks what we all should probably know by now. When we think of something and we concentrate on something and we bring the manifestation energy of something into our lives, it will come to pass, period, end of story. People are sick of even studying it anymore because it is at this point proven without a doubt. Whatever you concentrate on the most is going to be yours. Of course, that's a healthy reminder not to concentrate on the bad things. But how do you get out of the habit of just concentrating on the everyday, the humdrum? They're not getting anywhere special. They're not breaking barriers. Well, you know what? You have to make that plan. So for all of us that don't love to plan, again, that saying is going to always be true. If you fail to plan, you plan to fail. So we're planning to succeed with the 12-week year. I would love for you to follow me on this. Like I said, I gave you a link down so that the book is free. It's a 5-hour read. I read it in one day the first time. Now I'm reading it over and over again because that's just how I do books. That's how they stick in my system. It usually takes me about a week to go through a book, even though I'll read the whole thing in one day, because I read it again and I make sure I get it. I make sure I understand it. But to summarize how this book goes, basically what it'll tell you to do is create that extreme vision. Vision. Have to have a vision. Must have a vision. You're not going to be able to escape that, and you wouldn't want to, because the vision will clarify exactly what you get into your life. See, the reason we have things that we have now in our lives is because we're always visualizing what we know every day. A lot of people repeat the same day, that loop. It's because you know how to envision what happened yesterday, the day before, the day before that, the day before that. It's a clear picture in your head. So it's going to happen tomorrow and the next day and the next day and the next day. You know how it goes. So you have to have a vision, and the best thing to do is have something visual to look at. We'll master along the way visualizing in your head. I definitely want to tackle that because, as you know, I studied Dr. Joe Dispenza, and he is really the reason that my life has, been positively affected for eons now. When I was going through that calamity, I did not jump to all my known, saves. I did not do all my methods. I just kind of sat around waiting for things to pass by because I'm not used to calamity. I'm not used to craziness, and I thought it was self-correct, but it was a mistake that I made doing that. And I'm going to go back to all the things that I know to get me back on track. As you know, this time we are going to add finances. I'm going to add finances in a big way. They are too important, and if COVID time has taught me anything at all, is that if you are not financially secure, you're in trouble. You're in trouble. If gas doubles, food doubles, baby formula becomes extremely hard to buy, and if it's not like top of the line $90 organic can, you might not be baby. We need to make money. Let's take money a little more seriously. Comfortable is not good enough. We need to get to a place. So with the 12-week year, he wants you to collect on your vision, really put a nice big vision together. I love the way the book breaks it down. Then he wants you to kind of think about your 3-year midway, goal set. And then he wants you to carve out 12 weeks to get to a powerful stage in your life. 12 weeks. Very short, very commanding, very demanding. If you think about it, just because people usually work really good with deadlines, if you stick to this plan, it would be like pretty much impossible to fail. And get lofty. Don't be a scaredy cat. When something is not big enough to scare you a little bit, it's probably not big enough to pursue. You probably just let it go to the wayside. On another side of that, if it's too impossible, you also might have that negative energy that pushes it away. So don't tell yourself anything is impossible. Really believe that it's yours and you can have it. And again, this book will break that down for you. We'll go into that later with more videos, more detail on what we're doing. But right now, let's make sure that we are hitting some pretty lofty goals in only 12 weeks. So what I'm gonna do for my 12-week scheduling, I'm gonna take care of 4 areas in my life daily for the next 12 weeks to reach certain goals. And the 4 things I want to hit in the 12 weeks is 1, 100,000 followers in 12 weeks. I know you guys are laughing. No, I don't think you're laughing. I think you love me and I love you too, and I think you're rooting for me, but that's a big number. That's like insane. So that would be like probably around 420-ish, right? Subscribers a day. So that's lofty, but I'm going for it. I have faith. I know how, manifestation works. 100K in 12 weeks. That is my goal for the end of the 12 weeks in regards to the channel. And the reason the channel is even on the list, it's because I really feel like this is my passion, and I've had a lot of women reach out to me even the first time I started and before I fell off. And I was really heartwarmed by how many women told me that I was helping. How many women really, I don't know, like society has you thinking that kind of smooth through life, comfort zone, and nothing's happening anymore when you're at a certain age is what people prefer. But apparently what people prefer is to live their best life, and there's like no navigation toward that. You meet the people that just settle and they don't care. And then you meet the people that it's like, hey, look at me, I'm awesome, I'm rich, and everything is wonderful, yay, but it's really just me. And they don't really feel like they have a home. Somebody that's just normal and not super mega ambitious with this big, great vision that's better than everybody else's. So they get there. They are just normal people saying, okay, see, I want to live financially free. I'm bold enough to say I want to be beautiful and young for the rest of my life. I'm bold enough to say I want to be healthy and vibrant for the rest of my life. I'm bold enough to say I really want to enjoy life. And they were thankful, and it made me feel so like empowered with humility and gratefulness. And I want to make this a thing for all those women. And I hope you're one of them. If you are and you have not subscribed, now's the time. Subscribe, 100,000, 12 weeks. I'm gonna need your support. I'm asking for your support, but I'm excited. So now that I've seen that there are some women that really appreciate what I'm giving, I'm really excited about bringing this channel that's gonna be a complete empowerment for women to really actually do things as opposed to just sit and let life happen to them. So yeah, that's my reason for my 100K at the end of the 12 weeks. My second thing, of course, we're working on finances, and we're gonna go through a 12-week finance plan that's amazing. I'd love for you to follow me because we can all be at a really good place in 12 weeks if you do. My personal edge for the finance, and this is my own independence, so this is not my real estate right now. This is something specific for the 12 weeks to gain traction on a different method of making money other than real estate. Like I said, finances are too important. Now that I've seen my car went from being filled up at $45 to being filled up at $90, anything can happen at any time. There are changes coming. I urge you to get yourself on a financial bandwagon that is gonna make you really comfortable. We don't know what we're in store for. And I am afraid that the people that do not really shore themselves up financially are gonna find themselves in a place that can cause devastation to life. I'm afraid for that. You know, with prices going to the point where you can't afford them anymore, and you know, jobs really not providing enough for anybody to live on their children and their children, what are we gonna do? This is something I'd love for you to take seriously. A lot of people are like, oh, I don't need money. You know, I'm happy the way I am, and that's great because, you know, a lot of people love a nice little humble lifestyle. But what I'm talking about is way beyond survival. What I'm talking about is making sure that you are set, and your children are set, and your grandchildren are set, and their grandchildren are set, and this generational wealth thing needs to be a thing because something is coming, and I don't want any of my loves, any of my ageless beauties to be caught in a whirlwind where they simply don't know life like they used to do it. And they can no longer afford the basics in life, or they have to deal with things that's just unpleasant and unfair, and you know, you can't afford to live. So let's get to a place where that can never happen. My 12-week goal financially is $10,000 for the month on the sale portion only. Not real estate, just what I'm doing here. Kind of, well, it's not gonna only be residual, and we'll explain that when we get to that video, but this is not my income via career. This is my income via creating income, the habit of creating income. We're going to get into the habit of creating income. We're gonna get to the point where every single thing around us and in our house gives us money. And I'm going to create one item per day, which once it's created, it can bring residual income. It's going to sit in a store, and I'm gonna set up, we're gonna have other stages. This is the residual income sales stage to begin selling before I go to another stage. So the first 4 weeks of the 12 is going to be creating one thing to sell every day. And at the end of the 12 weeks, it is going to be a $10,000 income per month. You gotta stay with me. You gotta see that happen from 0 to 10,000 in 12 weeks. You don't want to miss that. Subscribe, bell, you don't want to miss any of it. Okay, so I had the 100,000 followers, I had the $10,000 a month, and this particular set of income has nothing to do with my real estate sales whatsoever. And then there's also my health. So in regards to health, I'm gonna take it easy. Health and beauty, they go together. So for the end of the 12 weeks, what I wanna see are my cells basically reset. Because again, I fell off of health quite a bit, and I'm already getting on track a little bit, but you know, when your body takes a toll, it takes a toll. And your cells, when they are affected in a certain way, they act funny until they're like regenerated and strong and they're different. So my focus is going to be resetting my cells. In that, you're going to see my health improve immensely, my youth improve immensely, my skin, my vitality. You know, I'm gonna do certain little things because I'm gonna explore them. I'm still gonna do makeup throughout, tips throughout, beauty regimens throughout, but my focus for this 12-week year is going to be to get my cells reset to health, vitality, and youth. And that's going to be like a little 3 nutrient program per day. And that's basically, well, 4 because there's water too. So other than water, that is going to be making sure I'm alkalized, making sure I have the right nutrients to empower my cells and keep them healthy, and making sure I have the right herbs. So it's just a daily thing. We're gonna get into a different video. All of these are gonna get their own video, but I want to summarize what's going on here so you know what my 12-week planner is. And finally, my personal development. I'm gonna take that easy as well. What I'm gonna do for personal development, because my goal at the end of the 12 weeks is to really be well-versed in the cultures that I really want to take in, which is pretty much art, different cultures, travel, beauty. So I'm just going to, that's super simple. I'm simply going to indulge in reading about cultures that I want to visit, pursue, and know about every single day. So at the end of the 12 weeks, that's pretty easy. 240 new pieces of information or refreshed pieces of information regarding culture, which is art, beauty, lifestyle of different places, and of course travel. That is my 12-week year. Lofty as heck, but I'm going to get there. 100,000 followers, $10,000 a month in additional income starting from 0 right now today. My cells pretty much reset to amazing youth, vitality, and health, and knowing, reading about, and having learned 240 new items of culture, art, and people. So that is it. I want you guys to follow me. Check out this book. It is completely amazing. I'm even gonna put right after I speak now a clip of the book, a little bit of the book, and check it out. And then I want you to immediately go to Audible, get the free book. Let's start this together. My very next video, I don't want you to miss it. The 100,000 followers are going to be pretty cut and dry. That is going to be me really putting in the effort to bring you guys great quality content, and it's going to be one day to every other day. So every 24 to 48 hours without fail, great content, I promise you that. I might have to do a little bit of marketing because it's a big number. It's a big number. Subscribe, tell people about it. But I feel really confident. But more fun than that, what I'm really excited about is the money. Follow the money. Follow me with the money. I'm simply going to make something to sell every single day that will bring me residual income. And tomorrow we will go over that. And in that video, you're going to see step by step how to get that done. So don't miss that one. That one's way too important. That's when life gets really started for you, because you know what? When you're financially free, you can open up doors. And I want for all of you what I want for me. I want health, wealth, beauty, youth, life, and just enjoy the heck out of life, my best life ever. Until I go home and see my Lord. That's it. That's how life is supposed to be. That's what he promised, and that's what I want. Now, I did not mention spirituality because that's a part of my daily life no matter what. That's always a part of my daily life. That's how I have accomplished everything I've accomplished so far. I would never let that go. So I just wanted to put that in there because if spirituality is a part of your life. You're going to find things, I don't even know how to explain it, kind of a bliss in loveness with life, no matter what's going on. So I encourage you to do that too. We'll have some videos on that as well. But as I always do, I went on forever. I love you. I didn't mean to. It's so hard to let you go. And I'm excited about this journey. So let's be in touch again tomorrow. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and bell so we can start this tomorrow talking about health, wealth, beauty, youth, finances, and life altogether. So good night, ageless beauties. I cannot wait to see you tomorrow.
Chapter 1. The Challenge. How is it that some people seem to accomplish so much, while the vast majority of people never accomplish what they are capable of? If you could fully tap your potential, what might be different for you? How would your life change if each and every day you performed up to your full potential? What would be different 6 months, 3 years, and 5 years down the road if each day you were at your best? To be truly effective, your daily activity must align with your long-term vision, strategies, and tactics. In the end, you have greater control over your actions than you do your results. Your results are created by your actions.